It's spread across Southwest Florida. And I should say the good news is everybody doesn't come to Rising Tide. Otherwise, we'd need the stadium down on Tuttle. But we will host during the season, we can host anywhere from 70 to 80 women sitting in a circle, focused on the harmony, the peace, the companionship, the safety of the space we're in for the raising of human consciousness. And it has become a real go-to event on a Friday night. It's not a Joe and Patricia show. We, over the years, have found that the best thing to do is to invite other women with their own spiritual disciplines to come and lead the various meditations. And we book them out a year in advance, if you can believe that, Jim. But that's the waiting list of people who want to lead the group. So that's where we are, and that's what we do.
That's exciting. It really is to imagine for a moment that at one point in your hearts and in your souls, you just wanted to kind of get together and make a difference in what appeared to be a small group, and talk about where two or more are joined and how that can multiply exponentially and grow. And to just think about the hundreds of people that you've affected over and the divine feminine and the women's meditation group, and the difference that's made for all of those people, and then the difference that each of those people have made in all the lives that they touch, and the ripple effect of coming together and joining in a loving, caring, kind, compassionate, accepting, and embracing unified state. And then moving into a place that experiences meditation in many ways. I've seen that as various people conduct the circles, there's varying approaches to meditation and experiences that the circle gets to experience, and it opening consciousness and opening the way that people see themselves and experience each other. And then they venture out from that circle into the world to spread that energy and that vibration by being who they are, having experienced it in the circle that you guys have created and made happen. What's been a special part of the circle for you, Patricia?
I think the diversity that we've seen. I'll give you an example. One evening, and we have, it goes across the board. Our meditation group is open to any woman of any background. Our meditations themselves seem to be eclectic, but we had a woman come in the entire burqa, habib, what is that the term, the burqa, one night. And I went to Joe and I said, oh my, this is unbelievable. And it turned out it was a friend of ours who had gone to Saudi Arabia to teach English as a second language over there to women. And she had gotten a burqa and really put a grin on our faces. I said, we've arrived. Everyone's here.
Excellent, excellent. Glad to hear it. And the diversity is so important, because it's hard to imagine that you could have just about anybody come. So tell me, we're talking about the circle, we're talking about meditation, creating peace. I understand that you're going to be rededicating a peace pole at Sarasota Center of Light coming up for their anniversary in November.
Yes, we are. That's, you mentioned those circles, Jim, that we did in ceremony. I had a dream, literal dream, about Sarasota as a sacred city of light. And you were part of that group. There were 9 anchors. I selected, I didn't select, I was shown a map, aerial map of Sarasota in this area of Florida. It covered 65 square miles, and north to south, east to west, we needed to anchor a prism, a diamond-shaped prism of light over this area. And 350, 400 people heard about it and wanted to be a part of it. Sarasota Center of Light was one of those locations. And the ceremony itself was held at high noon on the summer solstice of 2008. And groups met in all points of the prism of light to hold space. And we later turned around and said, let us make this be real. Let us put peace poles to mark what had occurred on June 20th, 2008. So peace poles were planted north, south, east, and west, and one of them was at Sarasota Center of Light. Now that's, we celebrated the 10th anniversary last year. Some of the peace poles are starting to age in the summer suns of Florida, so they're splintering, and we're now going to replace those. And the Venice Peace Project has graciously offered to replace all the poles that are showing any wear, tear, or decay. And we will do another ceremony at Center of Light November the 3rd. And I'm so happy to report all 9 Prism of Light anchors have agreed to come back and be part of that ceremony at your spiritual center.
I'm so very grateful for that opportunity to have that gathering of that kind of energy, of reestablishing and reflecting that prism of light. And right there on our 70th, yes, 70 anniversary of being a center here in Sarasota, reflecting light as we do. What a perfect ceremony, anchoring that prism of light and reflecting it again, anchoring that new peace pole and rededicating it, and at the same time celebrating how Reverend Dorothy and Dr. Russell at Sarasota Center of Light anchored in 1949 our center there also. I can tell you that it's always a pleasure getting an opportunity to be with both of you. Your integrity, your authenticity, the heart and soul of you is always shining bright. In a peaceful way, like we're saying, a peace pole, and like a prism of light that reflects not only into my life, but into so many. And for that, I'm very grateful. We are a triad, so to speak, of energy in this moment coming together to make a difference in the world as we share who we are and how we are in the world. Any final closing comments each of you would like to make, a moment or two?
I would just say shine the light. Wherever you are, shine whatever gift or talent you possess, because something as small as a smile in the Publix checkout line can change someone's life. Just do that.
How about you, Patricia?
Boy, I don't know that I can add anything to that. Joe really nailed it. We, humanity on this earth, we are a tapestry. Not one thread is unworthy or unnoticed. Go out there and shine your light.
We do come together as individual fragments and individual facets of a beautiful crystal that is constantly reflecting the essence and energy of the universe, of all that is, of source, of God, of the very creation of life itself. And we all have that opportunity to be our individual expressions of our love and light, of our heart and soul. And as we come together, it is just as you have with the Women's Meditation Circle, as we have at Sarasota Center of Light, at the different places that come together to represent the unity and oneness of spirit, of source, of creation, of all that is being brought forth, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through education, whether it's through inspiration in worship, or coming together for varying ceremonies and rituals. They all represent the expression of that beauty of life and that light of life that is true and real, that we all are. I'd like to invite everybody out to Sarasota Center of Light to be a part of what we are there in helping hold a sanctuary for people to discover their truth, certainly through meditation, through healing, through mediumship, through education. And on our 70th anniversary coming up on November 3rd, you will get to experience a great deal of who we have been, who we are, and who we're becoming. This opportunity to come together with Joe and Patricia is just one reflection of all the light and love that we all are together that make a difference in the world. I'd like any of you who have any questions or would like to inquire about the show or things that we spoke about on the show today to not hesitate to get in touch with Joe and Patricia. They're available always. They are always open to reflecting back to you what it is they might want to share with you to help you on your path. You can reach them on Facebook. You can go to and share at www.starsoundings.com, and Joe will happily accept your email at joemooy@gmail.com. If you'd like to get a hold of me, you're able to contact me through our website at www.sarasotacenteroflight.com, and also through my own personal email at revjimtoole@gmail.com. We are here as just Jim to share who we are and how we are in the world, and be able to create openings for you to find your truth, not to give you ours, but to share our experience, strength, and hope in a way that makes a difference for each of us, for all of us. And as all of us are together as one for the world, remember this: if everyone on the planet, not changing one word, not changing one belief, not changing one instance of understanding, philosophy, creed, dogma, or religion, and they were at peace for 1 minute, we would have world peace. Consider contributing to the peace of the world by being who you truly are, by allowing yourself to experience the world through your own way of meditating or your own spiritual path that you find. I'm so very grateful, Joe and Patricia, for the two of you having been here and shared who you are, shared what you know, and joined together with me, just Jim, to make a difference in each of our lives, in our community, and in our world, as we are a reflection of that love and light now and always.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Blessings to all of you, and blessings to each of you. Thank you.